So a permanent rise to JobSeeker is coming. How much should that rise be?
Well, ultimately, that's a matter for the government to determine. That they're the ones who are going through the process of planning for the budget in May. But we've been arguing for a long time now that $40 a day is too little for people to live on, that what needs to happen as we see JobSeeker transitioned is ultimately a permanent rise in this payment. And so let's see what the government come forward with. But if the government are moving in the direction of permanently increasing Newstart, well, then that is a step in the right direction. But we obviously need to see what number they put on it.
OK, well, but how much is too little? I mean, you must have a number in your mind that you would find acceptable.
Well, it really is a matter for the government to come forward with what they are proposing. I mean, what is clear is that $40 a day is too little to live on.
Yeah.
Now, and it needs to be more. This happens within a budgetary context, obviously, and the government is the one which is in the process of preparing a budget in May. So it's pretty difficult to answer that question without being in the midst of that process, and ultimately it is for the government to make its decision when JobSeeker comes to an end. So this is not a matter, for what happens at the next election. It's actually a matter for what happens at the end of March.
OK.
And that's why it's important that the government act on this. But clearly, $40 a day is too little. OK,
well, how much is too much then? Let's take the other argument. When does it become a disincentive to stop finding work?
Well, again, it is a matter for the government to land this. Let's see what the government come forward with today, it would seem, in terms of the announcement that they're going to make. The point that we've been consistently making since the middle of last year is that $40 is too little and that the government needs to do something to increase Newstart. Now, if that is what's about to occur, well, that's good news, but let's actually see what the detail is, and let's see what the number is.
OK,
and we can react to that.
Well, one more on this. Shane Wright's got a report in the Sydney Morning Herald this morning. He's done some sums and he finds that a rise of $80 a fortnight, which equals about $5.70 a day extra, and that's a quarter of what ACOS wants, is doable within the budget. That'll come to about $3 billion. So is that something that you would be happy with if the government landed on that?
Well, I suppose the point of that observation, which is an important observation, is that all of this does happen within a budgetary context, and that we're talking about a significant amount of money in relation to the budget. It's particularly the case now with the number of people who are on JobSeeker. We reiterate that $40 a day is too little. But when you're trying to work out what the increase is, it needs to be done in the context of the preparation of a budget and the entire budget, because we are talking about a significant amount of money. And that's why it's really a matter for the government to come forward with what it plans, and we'll have a good look at that when they do.
OK.